Yo, yo, it's your boy Re Up, and I'm back at it again. Yo, this is my first video in several months. I'm easing my way back into the YouTube thing. Wasn't really feeling what the content I was coming out with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I'm gonna do YouTube, I plan on doing it the way I want to do it. The content. Now, I'm not gonna be a follower and just do content based on what other people are doing. I'm gonna do it my way, my vision, my way, what I want to do. It's up to the loyal ones to stick there, or you know, I may be not talking about some of the things that I used to talk about on this channel. So I understand the whole business of YouTube and or whatever. So I had to get that passion of just wanting to do videos again because you know when I had my run with NBA Live, it just ended because it was just based on a video game, just based off one game. And I don't want to make that same mistake again, just concentrating on one video game. I feel like that was my biggest mistake was focusing on one game, relying on one game. And I don't see that. I can have my main game, but far as gaming content, I really want to have a open dialogue when it comes to that because there's other content that I enjoy doing. I still play N64 games. I still play Sega Dreamcast. I just started playing that in 4K. So I'm enjoying the whole just video gaming itself. I had to take some time from YouTube to get back that understanding of like it's bigger than just playing games, posting content. I have to enjoy playing games. So I had to get the whole enjoyment of what I want to do again because that was gone. All the enjoyment I had, everything was just it wasn't no more. I just had lost of interest. So now I got somewhat a little bit of interest in video gaming now. So it's like, you know, I want to, get back to doing what I want to do, far as YouTube and doing content and stuff like that for this channel. And, it's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of different content because I'm not going to just focus on just basketball games. It's going to be, like I said, a variety of different things. Now, let's get into basketball. I haven't been playing any basketball. Any basketball games I haven't played. I definitely haven't played that piece of crap NBA Live 19 and 2K22. I haven't been playing much of it. I got both versions, the current gen and new gen. Just not really into it. Just not really into the whole video game thing right now. Just something that I'm just not interested in. Is it's not I'm not really agreeing. I don't really agree with how the video gaming world is right now. I'm not gonna lie, like I just don't agree with how things are. The video game world to me has changed, especially in the basketball world. They want to focus more on casuals. They really don't care about the people that really want true gameplay. They want the game. They want every game they make now to be able to pick up and play, and that's it. And that right there opens up more money for them because there's going to be more people that's going to be playing their games instead of just the same old people that buy the game. So that's what they want. Their focus is the main crowd, all the majority. They're not. It's just not a one focused thing anymore. Just want to just make a good game based off what they know as developers. It's all about making the game easy for people so everybody can play it. Video games back in the day was hard. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. Like, video games was not easy back in the day, but those was the most enjoyable days in gaming world. It was the most enjoyable days, like incredible times. I enjoyed a lot when it came down to those days. I remember a game, was it Crash of the Titans? I might be off. It's a Nintendo game, man. It's the most frustrating game in the world. It's just this is a game that's I think it was like Crash of Titans or Crash of Demon Head, something like that. Something Demon Head or something. That's the most hardest game like I ever played in my life. Real talk. That's one of the most hardest games. But it's still one of the top games for Nintendo. You had to use your mind to do things. Now you're letting anybody be able to pick up a controller and give anybody a chance at being a video gamer. And some people just can't video game. So why would you make a game literally for everyone, literally for anyone to just pick up and play? That right there ticks off the simulated people. And it forces personally myself, I play a lot of games offline. I don't try to dwell myself around putting content out online because it's not enjoyable. I get online and I see cheesers all the time. When you get online, you're competing with people with different controllers, and man, there's so many modded controllers out here. So many controllers that's gonna give you more latency or whatever that technical stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. For those who know about that stuff, you know, it gives you more speed. The buttons are more accessible. I mean, it's an advantage. That's why I don't take Call of Duty playing like online. I don't really take that serious because other people have advantage. I mean, when you're playing Call of Duty, you know, like Warzone, you're playing against PC players. PC players have advantage over all gamers. So you have me competing with those players. There's no way I'm gonna be successful all the time competing with those type of players. So, you know, when it comes down to online gaming, I'm not really interested in that. Now, maybe it's just my age, you know, I'm getting older and I'm just like seeing certain shit. I'm like, man, I can't change this. You're going to stress trying to change things that we can't control. You know, as a fan, just like with the NBA Live situation, man, we can say whatever we want about that game. They're going to make that game how they want to make that game. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make that game how they want to. We could give our opinions. We could say what we think. But the people who's funding the game, they're going to make that game ideally how they want to make that game. So, you know, there's going to be no real opinion or real or something that's get puts in the game. It's going to be rare. It may be something fun and exciting, but I feel like a 10-year-old kid can give more an opinion of what a game needs than a 30-plus-year-old. They want to listen to the kids. They want the youth. They want the kids. Adults, man, most adults not playing the game. And like I was telling somebody last night, video games were meant for kids. When you start off playing video games, your parents bought it for us, and you know, that was something that we did as kids. Now, that same thing we did as kids, it just took us into our adult life and we just never let it go. So I understand that now. Games are for kids. They're not going to make too many games for grown people. You know what I'm saying? You got your GTAs of the world, you know what I'm saying? That's made for more adult audience, but that's really it. Kids still play that game. You know what I'm saying? That's under 17, 18, whatever the require ages to play that game, or at least to purchase the game. So, man, that's what we got to understand. We have to understand that video games are meant for kids. It's not meant for adults. So, with that said, we got to understand what's going on and how they're producing games and how they're going to make games that's going to attract the youth. All that's going to be implemented in every game. Every game that's ever been made was targeted at. And even though Nintendo games was harder, it made young kids think. Because if you could beat a Nintendo game back then, dealing with the hard stipulations that was in place in those games, your mind just was so elevate. Right now, things that they do now, it doesn't take a lot of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like everything through our cell phones now, like cell phone numbers. Nobody remembers anybody's cell phone number nowadays. If you remember something, it's going to be from you looking at your phone, looking it up. That's it. You're not going to remember somebody's cell phone nowadays, unless it's certain people. You know what I'm saying? So certain people I know, but back when I was in like school, I mean, it was 20 plus people. Numbers I knew by heart. That was it. So our brains was smarter back then. Now everything is just dumb us down. Everything in the world is just dumb us down. So moving to the next thing, other than basketball games. So let me wrap this up before I go on next real fast. Let me say this. When it comes down to basketball content, I don't know how much content I'm gonna be putting out far as basketball, unless it's like older stuff. But keeping up with the newer stuff, I'm not really into. I'm not playing 2K right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't played 2K in about 2 months. Thought about downloading it just to play it offline, but I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any content on it. You know, it's the least viewed content out on YouTube, so that's something that I really don't want to do is play that. You know, I may play it for my own personal enjoyment because that was my problem before. I won't play a game if I won't YouTubing it, and that was my problem. I got out of enjoying video games because everything I want to do, I want to put content for everything and see what happens. And my mind, I don't want to do that because I'm not enjoying video games. I mean, when I was going hard at NBA Live, I really wasn't enjoying video games. So I want to enjoy video games again, regardless of the situation. So this is the steps that I'm gonna take. And far as the content, I'm gonna give you content on what I enjoy. Wrestling is my top game. So definitely gonna be giving you guys content on wrestling. Also some retro games. Be on the lookout for some retro games. Any retro game you want to see, drop in the comment section. I am working on a lot of stuff dealing with that. But mainly though, Dreamcast is just, that's the one. Graphically, it looks so good. So that's really my target is Dreamcast games. So any Dreamcast games you want to see, let me know in the comment section below. All right, so now moving on to different content that I'm going to be putting out here on this channel. I'm more focused on video gaming content. And if I do shy from that, I'd rather go to things that's going to help us with our mind, like things of the world, things we need to know, you know, fruits on the plate per se. You know, that's the type of things I want. I don't want to be a YouTuber that focus on talking about other people like the Kwame Browns of the world. I don't want to be none of those YouTubers or YouTubers that take gossip and just turn it around and clickbait. Like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather not do YouTube if I got to be that damn fake. If I got to get up here and talk about other people, especially my own people, I would rather not do YouTube. You know, I would rather not do it. That's why you're not gonna see me, even if live come out and I go and I do my own content for YouTube. I'm not making videos targeting people that I feel that are doing things wrong when that you know, like the NBA Live game changers. Yeah, I was going to all of them. You know, me and Paragon was, you know, but we were speaking facts. But I'm not gonna make videos like that, you know, going at people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna mention it, you know, because I'll mention it, but I'm not gonna go in on the difference of what people think, because I felt like at the end of the day, everybody's goal was one thing, and that was just to get NBA Live right. Like, we wanted to be a part of something that was real special. But you know what they've done to the channels, to individuals, I feel we don't owe NBA Live nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just how I feel. Because at the end of the day, we still don't know what's going on with the game. So they can tweet out something, they can let us know something. They don't let us know nothing. So whether it is the higher ups telling the developers, whatever the case may be, it's all one NBA Live team. I look at it, and that's the problem. That's my biggest issue with the game. with the whole thing is that y'all left YouTubers out to dry. You could have gave us content. You could have gave us news. You could have gave us things to feed the people, to keep people intrigued. But now NBA Live is going quiet, so it's really dead. It haven't came out in 3 years, so it's really considered dead. Because I mean, I heard a YouTuber say the other day, I don't know when last time NBA Live, not NBA Live, EA Sports made a basketball video game that's on console, and I'm like, yo, so you miss live 14, 15, 16, 18, and 19. That's 5 games that came out and you didn't hear about it. That is a problem. that is a big problem right there. So I don't know if I'm going to be flying back onto the NBA Live bandwagon because I seen what they done on my channel. So I want to get comfortable with doing doing games that are going to be long lasting and things that I'm really into. You know, I don't want to be a part of something. NBA Live, the whole thing when I was doing that was just negative. I feel was a whole negative vibe because I came differently. I spoke differently. And just because you speak differently, you don't speak amongst the crowd, they label you as bad people. You know, I like Paragon. I think Paragon, you know, he has his different way of doing things, way of, you know, I mean, everybody's different in their own way, but there's no right for me to judge a person. And that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I think people nowadays, they so quick to judge people. And I don't try to be on that that judgment wave. You know what I'm saying? People decide to do whatever they want to do. That's just a part of it. So I don't want to judge anyone for their opinions no more. I don't even want to waste the energy. And like I said, even dealing with NBA Live and the developers and things that we gave them, I really don't want to get that close to people like that. I don't want a relationship. This is a business. I want a good video game. If you're gonna make a good game, make a good game. But I'm not trying to be all buddy like other people were. I'm not trying to be that way with none of the people. I'm not, because I just want a good game, man. I don't want promises and stuff like that. I just want a good game. That's it. That's it. Forget everything else. Forget everything else. So, but yeah, those are the different things to expect coming from my channel. I just want to drop a video, man. R.I.P. Scott Hall too, man. For those in the wrestling world, that, you know, listen to Scott Hall. I mean, watch Scott Hall over the years. We know, like I said, he changed the game of wrestling, man. So, you know, R.I.P. him, man, for sure. Now, let's get into the last part of the video, my review of WWE 2K20. Let me do this real quick and let me just sum it up, because I'm not going to make no long ass video about certain things and all that shit. We're not going to do that. I just want to let you know that this game is way better than 2K20. Way better. It's better than 2K19. This probably is the best WWE game ever made. That's just me getting my hands on it now. Does it have issues? Yeah, it still have small bugs in it. I feel like they can work that out. Every game got issues. Let me just say that. You know what I mean? I feel like people, they see one bug, they say, well, the game is ruined, and the game is not ruined just because of one bug. So one bug doesn't make the game bad. It's just a bug in the game that, you know, got to be fixed or whatever. So, you know, other than that, I feel, yeah, this game is a good game. Very excited. The graphics are just A1. So they definitely done some work on it. I like the fashion mode. Is very deep, which is something like my team. So I'm ready to see what they're gonna do with that, because right now it seems like they just starting off. It's the first year, so it's gonna be things that we're gonna want, but you know, it's gonna take our input. I'm not gonna be all mad and be like, oh man, they don't have this in the game, they don't have that. It's a new mode. So right now they're just gonna be taking a lot of feedback anyway. So that's the whole thing about it, just testing the mode out, seeing how it is, and seeing what different things transpire in that. in that mode. But yo, I'm enjoying it. It's a lot to do. There's a lot of wrestling, and I feel like it's gonna be something special once they get the crowd and once they get other people that's gonna be involved into it. So expect content from that as well, from this channel. Definitely gonna be something real good, I think. In the future for that. Because I mean, I was looking for something that they can do to the game that's gonna make the game, make you to do more things as far as wrestling. That was the main thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really too much that was involved when it came down to wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, too many things to do. Once you complete the showcase mode and then you had the drive my player mode, it was like, and mentioning my player mode, I haven't played my rise or whatever I think that mode called, my rise. I haven't played that. I'm not really a my player. I like playing with wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. But I am gonna jump into that and probably do content on that too. But I'm not really into it. But from what I've heard, I heard it's kind of dry a little bit. I heard good things and bad things about it. So I have to play it, give you my emphasis on it. But I'm not gonna, just because that mode is good, I'm not gonna say, well, okay, this is gonna be the whole game. This is how the whole game is. I'm not gonna do that. I try to judge the game overall. You know what I'm saying? So at least have a couple of good gaming modes. Now we got the showcase. Showcase was good. Rey Mysterio, that was a good showcase mode. Got a lot of unlockables in that. Got a bonus match too with Messiah, Monday Night Messiah. So that was pretty good. And what else in the game? Not a long soundtrack, like 10 songs, I think. So that could be more. Other than that, guys, hey, if you're a wrestling fan, pick up the game. It's a good game. You know what I mean? Overall, it's a real good game. I'll go pick it up for sure. And, and give it a shot. We haven't had any wrestling games in a very long time. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever gonna work, I'm down with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever game they gonna come out with, I'm down with it. I still go back and play No Mercy. You know what I'm saying? Revenge and stuff like WCW Revenge. So I play games like that. So that's very exciting. So I'm done. I'm wrapping up, man. Like I said, if I had to give it on a scale 1 to 10, I'd give it like an 8.59. I mean, it's a good game. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's got any issues because I'm basing things offline. I'm not getting online and basing things just online. I'm basing things that I played offline modes and digging deep into the game. So as far as the mechanics and the control and everything like that. So, if you like, Dolph Ziggler just won. Oh, that was a good ending right there. Let's go ahead and get that live. That is good right there. So, I like watching wrestling matches, man. That is what I do, man. You know what I mean? I like the whole game. I like the way you can control it. I love GM mode. Let me don't forget about GM mode. GM mode is a good mode in the game. Yo, GM mode. Check that out. I love that mode. We're going to be doing a lot of GMO, trying to build the best brand, and definitely try to compete and beat my AI brand. You know what I mean? So, yo, it's going to be a lot from this channel, man. Subscribe if you're new. For those who've been rocking with me for so long, yo, y'all already know what it is, man. I appreciate all the love, man. But anyway, it's your boy Re-Up, keeping it real, raw, and 100. I'm out of here, guys. Y'all stay safe. Peace out.